with concealer. I'm using Bourjois Helping Mix Concealer, and I'm just going to cover up some of my dark circles and try to conceal the puffiness of my eyes as well. For foundation, I'm using Guerlain's Parure Gold, and I'm using probably 1/4 of a pump. This foundation really covers up well, so I don't need a lot. And I'm using a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to buff that in and blend it all in. I'm not worried about covering all the acne marks in my face or in my forehead because I'm going to be using a concealer later to cover that up. I just want to make sure that my skin tone is actually even. And some of that hyperpigmentation on my cheeks, I'll try to just even that out. And then I'll set my concealer with Benefit's Powderflage and this Real Techniques setting brush. To set my foundation, I'll use MAC's Blot powder in medium, and I'll just take away some of the shine, and this makes sure that the foundation stays all day on my face and I don't look shiny. And then using the same concealer, I'm now going to cover up those acne marks on my forehead. Primer, I'm using Urban Decay's Primer Potion. I'm just going to put that all over my lids, and I'll just blend it in with my fingers. For the eyeshadow, I'm taking Naked 2, and I'm going to go in with Foxy with a fluffy brush. This is a Sigma E25 blending brush. For the crease color, I'm taking Tease with a pointed crease brush. This is the Sigma E45, I believe. And I'm just going to create a contour or a socket line in my eyes. As you can tell, I don't have any. And then I'm also going to connect that on the outer corner. And then I'll take a fluffy brush. This is the 224 to just blend that all out. For the eyebrows, I'm using this water strong eyebrow, which I got from Hong Kong. And it's cool. The other end has liquid. And then the other end is a wax. And I normally use the liquid on the edges or the tails of my brows. I like doing this because it gives a more precise effect. And then the wax, and I use it for the front portion of my eyebrows. I think that it gives it a more natural look. And then I'm using Tarte's Amazonian Clay Liner and a Real Techniques Fine Liner brush for the eyeliner today. And I always start off with the outer corners of my eyes and draw a tiny flick. I just want to make sure that I have the flicks even before I completely draw in the line. And then once I make sure that it's actually even, I just connect the outer line towards the inner portion of my eyes. After that, I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply mascara. I'm using Maybelline's 1x1. And for bronzer, I'm using Bourjois Chocolate Bronzing Powder with a Real Techniques blush brush. This is actually a blush brush, but I love using this for contour and bronzer. For blush, I'm using Tarte's Amazonian Clay in Doll Face, and this is a really pretty, nice, subtle pink blush, and it stays all day on my face. And finally, for lips, I'm using Revlon's Lip Butter in Sugar Plum, and I've been loving this color lately. And then after that, I'm pretty much done. So that's it. That's my full face routine, and this is what I do pretty much every single day. And I'm sorry for doing a voiceover because I'm actually very nasally right now. If you guys can tell, I have a bad case of colds. But even if it was a very simple look, it involves just 2 eyeshadows, I wanted to still come out here today before Christmas hits, and I wanted to greet you all a very Merry Christmas, and I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your holidays. This is Kitch, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Merry Christmas, everyone!